Well, I grew up in Kansas City, Missouri. That's where I was born and raised. But then when I started my career, left, got married in Kansas City, and then my wife and I moved. Lived in several states around the country as I was building up and moving up the ladder in the television industry. Was doing that for about 30 years. And then, and part of that was about 5 years in northern Michigan. And so when we left, and my wife and I were trying to figure out, okay, where might we land when it's time to retire? Of every place we've lived, Michigan was special. There was just something about this state that really drew us and that we really, really like. So this is where we're calling home. I never took dance lessons as a kid, but my wife did. My wife reminds me of that. And she's excited about me going through this thing because now I'm getting affirmation of what she's been trying to teach me over the years that she learned as a kid. And so we're excited about that possibility of actually dancing in harmony more now and more often. Well, I knew nothing about the school before this. I was very impressed on my first visit and the whole concept of the school in applying multiple aspects of learning and subject matter in all classes, and that kind of holistic education approach. I mean, to me, it makes sense. It's common sense, and it clearly is working. The Ecology Center, who's not for trying to assist educational efforts and initiatives to protect this planet that's so fragile that we're living on, and we've been given the responsibility to be stewards of, not only for ourselves but for our children and our grandchildren, and for the centuries still ahead. The idea of charitable giving is just an extension of service, and it's just what we do. Ann Arbor Spark is the economic development organization for the greater Ann Arbor area. We focus on traditional economic development activities of business retention, as well as business attraction, business expansion, etc. But where we are a little different than most other economic development groups is we actually spend a significant, if not a majority amount of our efforts on entrepreneurship and education and early stage startup companies, early stage businesses that have high growth potential. Natalia is awesome. She is something special. You know, she was born and raised in Russia, and she became a professional dancer in Russia, moved to Canada, danced professionally there. She's now raising a beautiful daughter who is a competitive dancer also. But Natalia she's so positive, so reassuring, and good, patient, and I've learned a lot from her. But beyond just the dance, I've learned from her that the joy of being a positive person and smiling all the time. And it's kind of been something I look forward to, just seeing her, because she's so upbeat. Why should the audience vote for me? I'm a nice guy. And we believe in the Ecology Center and the Steiner School.